Hey book friends, yeah, this is an oldie, but I'm just now finally getting around to reading it. I actually haven't read a World War II book in a really long time. I used to read them all the time. However, it just became like emotionally draining. And they also started becoming a little repetitive. So this has been sitting on my shelf for a very long time, and I finally decided to pick it up. What surprised me is this book was a little different. While it did talk about the horrors of Auschwitz, because you can't get around that, it wasn't so much focused on it as much as it was focused on one character and his way of survival. The book is based on interviews with a man called Lally, and he tattooed the people who came into Auschwitz. And that itself was extremely interesting. Like, imagine doing something like that just so that you could survive, but at the same time knowing that you're participating in the horrors, that you're actually working with the enemy. That was like a whole moral tug and pull that was through the entire book. And because of how it was written, I'll be honest, I didn't really connect with any of the other characters where something bad happened to them. It wasn't like some of these other books that was like totally devastating when something happened. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it was horrific and I feel horrible for them, but I just don't think I was as emotionally attached to this book as I have been in previous World War II books. And perhaps that's because I know that it was based on a true story and she interviewed the guy, so you kind of know he's going to survive by the end. But overall, it was a unique point of view. I actually learned some new stuff. It was interesting, it was thought-provoking. It still reminded me just how horrific this point in history was. And it made me think of a different way of how some people got through it, if that makes sense. And there is a character named Silka in here that I just found out that after reading this book in the back that she has a whole second book explaining what happened to her, and I will 100% be reading that. Have you read The Tattooist of Auschwitz? What did you think?